A man scanned the entire antique street with his X-ray vision. He found that most of the goods were fake. Just as he was about to leave, a girl came to an antique shop. When the girl picked up a plate to examine it, the shopkeeper was very sly. He immediately claimed that the plate was an antique worth millions. But suddenly, the plate broke. The shopkeeper pretended to be very angry. He demanded that the girl compensate him for the loss. Hearing this, people around all gathered. The girl realized it was the shopkeeper's scheme. She turned around and wanted to leave, but the shopkeeper blocked her way. He insisted that the girl must pay. The man saw this and asked passers-by what had happened. After learning about the whole thing, he carefully scanned the plate with his X-ray vision. The man found that the actual value of the plate was only $1, but then he noticed a wooden box. There was a real antique hidden inside. At this time, the shopkeeper asked the girl for a compensation of $500,000. The man deliberately walked up to the plate. He picked it up and pretended to like it very much. He also said that it was an antique from 2,000 years ago. The shopkeeper was very happy to hear this. He thought he had met a fool. The man then suddenly said that he wanted to buy the plate. This made the shopkeeper even more excited. He told the man that the plate was very expensive, but now, it could be his for just $1 million. The man readily agreed. The girl reminded him that it was a fake, but the man insisted on buying it. The shopkeeper was secretly delighted, thinking he was about to get rich, but then the man asked him to produce the appraisal certificate. The shopkeeper quickly called someone to print a certificate at random. When the certificate was delivered, the shopkeeper quickly handed it to the man. He anxiously asked the man how he planned to pay, but the man picked up the phone and was about to call the police, because there were no porcelain wares 2,000 years ago, and the certificate in his hand was enough to prove that the shopkeeper was committing fraud. Only then did the shopkeeper realize that he had been fooled by the man. He quickly tried to stop the man from calling the police, and promised that he would no longer ask the girl for compensation. Only then did everyone understand why the man had done this. The man also decided to forgive the shopkeeper. At this time, the man picked up the wooden box on the table and asked the boss for the price. However, the shopkeeper didn't know there was an antique in the wooden box, and he didn't dare to quote a random price. Finally, the man bought the antique in the wooden box for only $40.